Give it, Zane. It's a lot of time to explain just few more slides. Explain exactly what we are facing, what Ainzane said a few moments ago. She said, we are going to be a one-stop shop for access, guide, and address industrial needs coming from SMEs in the field of additive manufacturing and 3D printing. Wow. And how do we propose to face this challenge? Then the answer is by working deeply in 3 fields of action. This graph shows that. First one, joining companies in their journey to adoption of these technologies. That is what makes IAM3DHUB an innovation site. Second one, to face, together with companies, the challenges and the unsolved needs through R&D activities. This makes us a competent center in additive manufacturing. And third one, right decisions can only be taken from a good knowledge and from a better information. For that reason, IAM3DHUB is also an industrial training site, but also a complement site to academia education in this field of additive manufacturing. Let's explain in more detail each of these 3 fields of action. First of one is what we say, the journey to adoption. The journey to adoption is supported by 3 pillars. The first pillar is what we call experimenting and testing. The goal of this action, this field of services in the hub, is to help companies gain confidence in additive manufacturing and 3D printing technologies. Also to validate these technologies and assess their manufacturing capabilities. We are doing that by lots of activities like what is explained in this slide. Company consultation, meetings with expert laboratory tours, benchmarking proposals or benchmarking services, evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses of these technologies in terms of manufacturing purposes by evaluating and assess materials, assess the technologies, and of course, hands-on workshops. We help companies in doing by their hands the knowledge, or having the knowledge by their hands, working together with us in our laboratories. To do that, we have some resources in the areas of software resources, hardware resources, laboratory resources. People who is used to work with additive manufacturing technologies can easily identify these tools. We have tools for design, we have tools for simulation, we have software tools to prepare jobs, we have tools to build, and we have platforms for the communication and the integration of design with manufacture and with post-processes. We have also, at the moment, some entrustment equipment for additive manufacturing processes. Our members entrust their equipment in the labs of IAM3DHUB to do all these activities I have just explained. Renishaw has entrusted 2 of their equipment, the systems, sorry, for SLM of materials processes, metal processes. HP has entrusted 7 completed systems for benchmarking purposes and for research purposes. We have another technologies like fuse deposition modeling or stereolithography machines or the auxiliary equipment. One of the most important ancillary equipment we have is all this equipment related with adding value after the building of the part. Then adding value in post-processes. One of our members, Cognex, is providing us with new materials, with new processes, and with new machines to add value with the treatment of surfaces of this part, to finish these parts. And this will be growing and growing. For sure, we need to add value also in another laboratories, and we can share these laboratories with Leitat. This is a list of the laboratories that the IAM3D Printing Hub is using currently to help companies in characterize these parts, in validate these parts, in certificate these parts, but also to add value these parts by coatings, by surface treatments, by adding smart systems onto these parts. Okay? Lots of things you can see in this list. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Second pillar, end-to-end solutions. When companies trust in the technology, they have evaluated the potential to implement these technologies as a solution to their production processes, to their products, to their references. We help them in building end-to-end solutions. It means design, validation, and implementation, the whole value chain. Why we do that? By means of living labs, by means of incubators, by means of test beds, and by means of validation facilities and procedures. Third leg, and in my opinion, the most important. Companies don't adopt technology if they don't need, or if they don't look them as a potential source of benefits, money. If we can convince companies that adopting these technologies, they will win more, they will earn much money, we have been, or will be successful in our intent. Okay? Then, the hub is also helping companies in startup new business when the company is existing company to build new business lines in the company, both from the market studies till the implementation of the business through the defining and definition of the business model, helping them also in fundings. Accelerate the adoption in existing companies. This is the way we follow. And which are current tools we are using? We are using Hybrid as a main tool at the beginning. That it's a platform, an innovation platform, launched last year led by Fira de Barcelona and Leitat, but also with business angels, venture capital, and another institutions related with us. This is what we do in the journey, joining this journey to companies. But we know that in this way, in this path, we see and we find lots of obstacles, lots of difficulties, lots of unsolved needs. then IAM3DHUB will be also an R&D environment to face these challenges. And we are going to face these challenges in all the value chain, but mainly in the steps before the process and the steps after the process, because the research in the proper processes will be made by our members. HP is designing and developing their processes. They won't do in our facilities, okay? And of course, Renishaw or Cognex, in the same way. They will develop their processes in their facilities, in their own facilities, but we can help in developing solutions for post-processing. We are going to develop new applications. Probably you have seen in the booth of Hewlett-Packard some industrial grippers made in additive manufacturing. You have lots of new applications. These technologies will be solved in the hub for companies. This belongs to the area of research and development. The same in post-processing, in coatings, in finishings, in adding mechanical properties, in adding wear resistance properties, in adding electrical properties, in adding sensorics. It's lots of work to do to add value to additive manufacturing. And for finishing my presentation, the site will be also a facility to help companies in knowing deeply what these technologies can bring to them. We have started with training activities. It's not a kind of normal courses, but courses devoted to each company with their specific needs. Not just a kind of general information, but it's training devoted to special needs and very specific needs. But it will be also a place as a complement of academia to develop projects in official masters and industrial PhDs. We are helping in all of them. We are in contact with universities in UK, in Australia, and the Spanish universities, and we are working hard in a project that will be really, really, really difficult, is to get together agreeing with making one only official master. Let's see if we are successful or not. Okay, that's all. I'm at your disposal, as well as Ainzane, to
answer questions.
Enter in deeper.
You're just at their disposal to answer any questions
Questions
that anybody may have.
Okay.
This is a wonderful Ansan.